So I've seen a lot of you kind of struggling with how to make data tables and how to make graphs. So I just want to quickly show you that so you can walk through it with me. So I'm going to show you in Google Docs, but it's very similar if you try to do it within Word as well. So for instance, if we're going to do a data table, it needs a title. So we're going to do data table 1. And you go up to insert and you insert a table. So the pill bug one, it should be, I think it's 12 by 3. Okay, so then you're going to copy down what the data table says. So first we have time in minutes. Make this a little wider. Then we have damp side and dry side. And then here we have our time. So I'm just going to do 0, and that's 0.5 minutes, that's 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. Okay, now you're going to put your data in. So I'm just going to make some up. 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. And then here, maybe there were 2 for a while, 1, and then they all went to the dry side. All right, so now if you want to make it look nice and formatted, you might want to look at the table properties, which if you go here, you can make sure that it's in the middle. I always think that looks nice, and center it that way as well. I like to bold my titles and those, then you can kind of tell what the data is versus the titles here. Okay, so then if we want to take that data and make a graph, this is pretty simple in Google Docs. I think it's easier than in Word. So with this, you just go up to Insert, Chart, a line graph, and it's going to open up a chart. So you have to go and open the source, and it'll open a Google Sheet, which will allow you then to edit the data. So give it a second here for the graph to show up. And this is where you're going to start putting your data. So the one thing to remember when you're doing this is that the A column is going to be your x-axis, okay? And this is then where you can kind of change your chart and edit it or whatever. So here we want to put our time. So we're going to put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and so I would probably actually do this a little differently. Do your times. Do 0.5. Do 0.5 and then 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. I'm just going to show you that many. And then you can kind of do the rest. Okay, so here we want our damp side. If I can spell. And our dry side. Okay, so the data that we have, remember, for the damp side was 113344, 113344, and then for the other one was 22211, 22211, and then finish this off for 4. And then in this one, it just goes to 0. Okay, so as you can see, it's making the graph, and it has a key over here showing which side. So you do want to click on this and kind of customize the data. So you want it to have a chart title. So the chart title, I would say, is pill bugs choice for damp versus dry or something like that. And, once again, making it look nice like that. And I always like to have that centered. And then you want your axes to have labels too. So your horizontal axis is going to be something that needs to be changed as well. So you need to do that chart and axes titles. So you're going to change the horizontal axis tile to time in minutes. And you're going to change the vertical axis title to number of pill bugs. Okay, so then that looks all nice and formatted. So then if you go back to your Google Doc and you update it, you have this really nicely formatted graph that shows your data for that. So if you do that then for both of your variables, the food versus the food or the smell of the chemicals, you'll have a really nicely laid out lab report that the data can easily be read. Okay, so hopefully that helps.